Hello there, welcome back to Christ in Me podcast. My name is Kaini, and let's get into today's episode. Right. So, when you pray for God's will, you don't usually say, oh yeah, can I also have all the challenges that come with this? We're usually like, God, I want your will, and may not my will, but your will be done. But it's like, cool, but also, you just want the good stuff. You don't want the challenges and the growth that actually comes with it. And I think for me, that was 2019. I mean, the year before, as I said, I was doing my final year in my undergrad. And so I was just figuring out what the next step was for me or what that looked like. And yeah, what does that entail? What's going on with me, And I think I got what I prayed for. But the happenings of that year, man, it was just not what I expected. I just knew it was not what I signed up for. I mean, the previous year I prayed, I was like, God, okay, I'm going to do my honors degree. I'm going to be doing this and flourish, yada, 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 boom, boom, boom. I had all these plans and ideas. But once you're in it, you're like, wait, did I pray for this? Is this what I actually wanted? And okay. But I'm at the same time, I was grateful for it. I think, of course, I don't think I'll be who I am or where I am today because of what I went through. So, 21. This is apparently when your prefrontal cortex is probably fully cooked by this age. I don't know, okay? I don't know the whole biology behind it, but 21 is like you are officially an adult. You are actually able to make sound decisions. But, this is when you're introduced to, in air quotation marks, adulthood. But no one really gives you a manual or like an adulthood for dummies. Here you go. Congratulations. You have made it. Now here are the steps in being a proper civilian in society and how can you contribute to the betterment of the world. But it's sort of an unspoken rule, like figure it out. But also it's okay that you don't have it all figured out. I'm sorry, what? What do you want from me? Should I have it all figured out or should I not? What is it exactly? But yeah, I think thinking back where I was at the time, 2019, I think new school, new surroundings, new adaptations. Yeah, I think it was just a lot of adjusting to what I'd known for the past 3 years to everything else squeezed into just a year, and just 1 year of a degree is really hectic. But I really felt like I was out of my depth. I just like, what is this for me? Am I supposed to be here? Although this is, as I said, this is what I prayed for and hoped for, and I got it exactly that way. I went to the school that I wanted, doing the studying exactly what I wanted to do. But I don't want to say the words, but yes, it's a bit, just a little bit of imposter syndrome was lurking. And there was just the constant feeling of, oh man, I don't think I'm supposed to be here. Do these people know that I'm supposed to be here? And it was a lot of battling of that mindset. And then, of course, I quickly realized that no, you were supposed to be here. You are meant to be here. The space was made for you to be here, But I think 21 was really also one of the things at the peak of some of my insecurities in terms of the way I look and just fitting in with the place of where I was, which was in Johannesburg, and also with my walk with God in a way. But I also realized that turning 21, I also had turning 21, I had a lot of expectations as well from those around me and friends, and expected them to show up in the way that I wanted. And mind you, or oddly enough, I did not communicate those expectations to them. Right? So it's actually funny now when I think about it, but back then it was something else. But I resolved from that year, that things would be different. Well, number one, of course, better communication. Just to, of course, have better expectations of those around me and also for myself. And also that means not putting my hopes and trust and in man, but I think mostly in God as well, and just fully trusting God in everything, man. and just also appreciating what God has given me in that moment with the friends that I have and the family that I have. I think this is something that I still had to continuously work through. I think in the coming years as well, just needed for my growth. But for sure, it helped me just to say, okay, let me not put all my trust in man, but just in God. And also, I learned is to just show up for myself and celebrating myself first. And what I mean by that is just not leaning so not being reliant, should I say, yeah, not being reliant on so much of people's validation and saying that you deserve to be celebrated. Of course, while my family does that for me and I appreciate it, and friends, there are those who do. But I think just not waiting on anyone to do that and just being content in that, no, you did that and that's okay. You know, just learning to celebrate myself, not in a vain way, but just in a healthy amount of appreciation, right? And despite as well the ups and downs of that year, academically and spiritually, the year actually ended quite well. Overall, I think, excuse me, yeah, I think it took quite a toll, but not so much heavy. It was just basically new challenges, and that's it's nothing new with humans. We all face challenges. We are not immune to that. But it was just a lot of growth, hopefully. But I think that also came later on in the coming years. And I think it was also all a sanctification process, which is, I've realized now, it's never ending. God never stops sanctifying us. It's just always a process of, okay, well, you realize your weakness and you still give it over to God. And he still works on you and in you around that. And yeah, for real, I'm also really just grateful for being able to be sanctified and not and just realizing that I'm not the same person I was that year as I am today. And that God really does work things together for good. Yeah, sometimes it doesn't seem like it in the moment, but I really realized that, okay, despite all the flaws and everything, he sort of makes it beautiful in its own timing. Also, that's when I had this reassurance of my studies abroad. I'm not sure if I discussed this in my last episode. I probably did. I don't know. Anyway, go back and listen to it. No, if I didn't, it's all good. But yeah, I'd prayed that, I would do my higher studies abroad. I was like, I mean, at the time I was just thinking, sure, okay. Because again, I had no idea what I was signing up for, but we'll see how that looks in later stages. But I had this, I don't know how to describe it, but just a deep seated confidence in just this fact that no, in 2020 I'm not going to be here. I will be somewhere. I just don't know where, but I won't be in South Africa. And yeah, I think back, those are one of those moments where I don't know, it's as you speak, I just knew that it did not feel like me. That's it. It just did not feel it wasn't me. I knew because I had gone on a mission trip, and at the end of the mission trip, we had gotten back in the morning, and these two gentlemen, as I was walking out, like, okay, I'm going now. They asked me, so Kanye, what's up? Where are you going next year? And I just said it with the utmost confidence. I'm going to do my master's in Sweden. And they're like, oh wow, congratulations. I never talked to those two people ever again, but I think it was just what I needed and what I just needed to proclaim that God was working through me at the time. I don't know, call it what you will. And another gentleman also came by. He's like, hey, where are you going? I am going abroad and I'm going to do my master's. And by the end of it, when I was walking back to my room, I was like, did I just say that? I just said that. Oh my goodness, I just said that. That realization hit me like a ton of bricks at the thought of, oh, this is actually happening. I don't know how, but it's going to happen. You see, people, the power of the tongue. Come on. Anyway, yeah. And so, let's get back to the question of the day. What would I tell my 21-year-old self? What would I tell my 21-year-old self? It's gonna be okay. No, I think I would say You are capable. Seriously, you are. Yeah. You are more than capable. You've got God on your side. It's okay. You're gonna be fine. I know it's tough, but you will learn and you will get it. Oh, and God is about to blow your mind, girl. Yeah, I think that's what I'll go back and tell 21-year-old Kanye back in 2019. Okay, that's it. What else I have to say? No, that's pretty much it. Thank you so much for listening. Hope you liked this, whoever is listening out there. And until next time, peace.